Welcome one and everyone to this week's... Sorry, I think I fell over myself. Welcome everyone this week to this episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 225. I am your neighborhood friendly Oxhorn, here as always with what? My suspenders set to maximum stun. We have a great show for you today. Lots of great things to go over. New character models in World of Warcraft. New expansion announced. Draenor or something. I don't even know. New movie from Oxhorn. It's not really a movie, but it's a new upload. I'll get to all that in a minute. It's so good to see you all here on this lovely Thursday evening. It's fairly cold here in Seattle. I've got all of my heat lamps pointed right at me. But that's not going to stop me from enjoying some chilled scotch. And I hope you all will join me in a gentlemanly beverage. Today, as we have for the past few weeks, we are drinking some 10-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey called Speyburn. That's right, Speyburn. It is delicious. And I'm running low. I've got like 2 or 3 drinks left in there. So, just pouring a little dab to make sure that we can let it last. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, bottoms up. Can't complain about that. And then today we are smoking a Victor Sinclair. This is a Series 55 Habano, aged for 5 years. That's right, this cigar is older than most of your children. I know it's older than my child. And it's now time to set it on fire, now that I've made that lovely analogy. Yeah. What can you do? By the way, another great reason why today is a good day, Netflix has added Poirot back to their repertoire. So now, many of you who need classy lessons, all you have to do is go on to Netflix and watch some Poirot, and you're going to get a shot of class directly to the jugular. Actually, I should say directly to the ocular, huh? So what we're doing right now is we're just toasting the end of this cigar right now, just so that we get a nice even burn right now, and this will allow it to burn evenly all the way down right now. Shawarma says, is that show still on? I remember those when I was a kid on PBS. Amazingly, yes. David Suchet just finished filming the final Agatha Christie novel of Poirot this year, 2013. So it ends this year, and it's probably not going to air until next year. But yeah, he's been doing this since the 80s. It's a pretty awesome show. Greg McLovin Hartung says Netflix still hasn't added Game of Thrones. That's a bummer. I'm not really terribly torn up about it because, I don't know, I just can't seem to get myself into the emotional state necessary to invest in something as epic and drawn out as Game of Thrones, you know? Everybody I know at work, they talk about Breaking Bad, they talk about Game of Thrones and all of these HBO shows and whatnot. Talk about Mad Men. I've seen a few episodes of Mad Men, but I just can't bring myself to sit in front of a screen for 4 hours to watch a couple episodes of this fun program. And yet I'll watch every episode of Poirot. And I know it doesn't make any sense. Maybe because Poirot is nice and light or something. Oh, Ninja Cam says Poirot is finished now too. The last episode aired last night in the UK. Well, I'm stuck on season 6. I haven't seen anything beyond season 6, so no spoilers. Although I know what happens because I know the novels. But how do we get this chat to talk about Agatha Christie? Sorry. I realize that not everyone likes whodunits. William Moore says, "Dear Oxhorn, rumors are afloat that Fallout 4 will come out soon. Maybe some Let's Plays?" I interpret your cat language to mean let us play sometime. And if Fallout 4 does indeed come out soon, then I'll be first in line to purchase it because I loved Fallout 3, one of my favorite games to date. Not just because they played classy music on the radio in that game. Actually, probably just because they played classy music on the radio in that game. But anyway, I love the art. I love the whole style of that game, and I'd love to play it. If it's multiplayer, then of course I'll play with you fellows. Darkness says, hello, Oxhorn. How is baby Gavin doing? Baby Gavin is doing fantastic. I came home, and he's naked in his diaper, and I open the door, and he goes, "Dah!" And then hops off the couch and races to me. And I get pounced on by my own boy, and I'm like, ah. Oh. So I threw him up in the air, and he did a somersault and grew a beard. That's just the way we do things here in the Oxhorn family. He's adorable. He's healthy as an ox. Sorry. And he's as cute as can be. By the way, update on Gavin. So you know what my wife did? She found this advertising agency here in Seattle, and they're trying to find a new baby shoe model. Right. Apparently there is such a thing, a baby shoe model. So she sends these guys some photos of Gavin, and they email back and say, we'd love him to come in for an interview. He could be the new face of our baby shoes. So apparently Gavin's at the age of 1.5 is going to be going to a photo shoot for shoes. It's I don't even know, right? Okay, so I came to fame late in my life and in my mid-20s, but my son is beating me. He will be a famous shoe model by the age of 2.5. Oh, it's just hilarious. Good stuff. It'll be fun. Shawarma says you're going to ruin his life making him a child star. No, I'm not. Because the parents that make their children child stars are doing it wrong. I know how to do it right. You make your child a child star. He goes off and makes millions of dollars performing for theater and movies and commercials and whatnot. But then when he gets home, he toils on the land to grow his Brussels sprouts. And he slaughters his own calf to cook his own bacon. Because calves produce bacon, of course. No, it's a combination of being in the spotlight and then working hard for what you have. And that is going to be my strategy. The boy will dig ditches simply to dig ditches. I kid. I am not that cruel. And I have no ditches needing dug. Where is Kevin Bacon? Asks Holy Cow. He was here a moment ago. That's what I'm trying to find. I don't know. He ran off. Kevin Bacon ran off with an egg and a spoon and a fork. And I'm upset. I don't know where he went. Where'd you go, Kevin? Oh, well, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He'll have to make a cameo next week when he comes on. ThunderGod91 says, Brandon, if you had to place a gentlemanly wager on how much would you bet the new bun in the oven is a boy or a girl? And my friend Matt is reading your novel, and he, sir, is enthralled with it. Thank you very much. I'm flattered that your friend is enjoying my novel as much as he is. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback on my book recently, so that is making me feel really nice. Thank you all very much. As for whether he's going to be a boy or a girl, I mean, I don't know. What can I say? It's one of those things that only God knows, and to guess at this point prematurely would be presumptuous. So I'm going to leave it up to him and just enjoy whatever happens. William Moore says, Hail Oxhorn, good sir, your video seems to be skipping a bit today. Is that the same for everybody, or is it just for William? Let me know if the video is skipping or the audio is skipping, and I'll try and do something. DCAVXVI says, first time I've caught a live show in a while. Hey all. Awesome. Well, good to have you here, my friend. Pleasure to have you here as well. Autumn says that it froze for a moment, but then the audio kept going. He says the others are saying that it's working well. Great. Okay, good. Good, then I won't worry about it too much. F and Mac says, did you buy New Vegas? I haven't bought Fallout New Vegas. I don't know. I would play it if I had it, but the idea of going to Vegas doesn't appeal me. Now, I've been to Vegas. I had to go to Vegas for a work trip. And if you like 130-degree weather and nothing but concrete as far as the eye can see, then maybe Vegas is for you. I, for one, am not that thrilled with the idea of neon signs, something our culture, I think, evolved beyond after the 70s. Not my cup of tea, although some of the hotels, I have to admit, were fairly fantastic in Vegas, but I just didn't want to be wandering around this fantasy world saying neon and twisted cement and maybe a few poker chips. Ironbark says that I would love the music there as well. Well, then maybe I'll have to check it out just for the music. Ah, that's what happens when I get to talking. My cigars go out. Time for a reboot. Like StarCraft. Or Star Trek. Here we go. Holy Cow 3 says, hey Oxhorn, can I have a shout out for my 15th birthday this Tuesday? Major shout out to you, good sir. Have a fantastic 15th birthday. Cheers and bottoms up. Greg McLovin Hartung says, now that the expansion is on the way, you will eventually have to swallow your pride and venture through Pandaria. You may find it more invigorating than you assume. You, sir, are assuming I'm even going to buy the expansion. I haven't bought Pandaria yet, right? I mean, my character is level 87, maybe. I think I haven't finished all the zones in Cataclysm yet. Yeah, no, I retired, right? I retired from making movies. Really don't have a reason to log into the game anymore. But that's just me. As much as I love it, if I was a billionaire upon billionaire, I would sacrifice an hour at least of my day to play World of Warcraft. But alas, it's not the case. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time for some fan art. You guys, as always, submit some fantastic fan art to the program. So I am going to do my best to show some of that off today. Okay. Here we go. This was submitted by Pat Dehita, and it says, "You don't choose the beard chooses you." And his subtitle here is, "Case in point, my fellows, we of the baby-faced variety, we are chosen." That's right, we have all been chosen for a manly beard. Do your duty. Another one from Pat Dehita. He says, "Oh, you know, just another day in Colorado." Right, so we've got this nice fellow with a good manly beard, but then this deceased animal on top of his head. He must be bald and ashamed. Just saying, this from Autumn, look at that. It's bacon-infused Scotch. She says bacon-infused Scotch or Scotch-infused bacon. Either way, I'm sure Oxhorn would love this. Yeah, I'd give it a try. And here's one from Sam. Now, many of you have probably already seen this, but I have not. These are the new character models. The core philosophies were to retain the iconic features and only refine them where necessary and to unify the rendering. And I have to say, they probably, I mean, it's looking like they did a really good job. The colors are the same. The posture is the same. Look at the bones and the posture of these guys. It's almost identical. Really what they've done is they've moved away from these really sharp edges and they've smoothed it out a bit and then made them look a bit more like the cinematic models or the machinima models. So I'm pretty impressed. I think, where did it go? There we go. I think it looks good. And this is slightly disturbing, so kids in the room, close your eyes now. But this is Autumn's interpretation of me if I were a zombie. She says, "I've been watching a bit too much Walking Dead recently and was curious what Oxhorn would look like as a zombie. I highly doubt there could be another zombie out there that would be as classy. Well, I am missing an eye, which gives me good reason to wear an eye patch, I suppose, which would be piratey, not classy. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I think I could pull that off fairly well, although I am slightly disturbed at seeing myself dead. Alright, this was submitted by Sam, and this is Mortus if he had the new character models in Warlords of Draenor. Oh wait, so this is the new... Is this just a new Undead Forsaken? Or did you actually try and model out what Mortus would look like? Because I don't think Mortus had these bumps on his face. Now, Associate Professor Evil does have these bumps on his face. So I don't think these are the same guy. But that's pretty interesting. I actually really... I don't know, I'd have to see the undead moving to be able to say whether or not I like the change. And then Nicholas said that the new models look like this guy. You know, I sadly am so disconnected from internet culture that I don't know what this is. Is he Hades? Is he Death? I'm not sure. Then there's this from Sam. These are the new Taran character models. And I'll blow those up for you. Man, look at that. So it looks a little... I mean, it looks good. But it doesn't really look monstrous enough for me. Am I the only one that thinks that? I would expect these guys to be kind of scary, but he looks... I don't know, he looks kind of like a children's book character. Right? Yeah, it's a little cartoony. Sam Agast says it looks kind of cartoony. Yeah, Autumn says the same thing. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'll probably still really like it when it comes out, but it just looks a little cartoony to me, so... Alright, so here's from Christina Brown. She found a shirt on iHas Cheeseburger that she really likes and thought it was applicable to this show. And what have we got? Ray Say, gentleman. Oh, I see. It's the Pikachu with a top hat, a monocle, a mustache, coffee, and a bow tie. Instead of Pokemon, it's Gentleman. Alright, no, I can see that. Thank you for that. And then I'm going to pause this because somebody submitted a movie that I'm going to try and show off. Whoa. That's a lot of bacon. You know what? I know where this is. This is from a restaurant here in Seattle called The Red Mill. I know exactly where that is. That's right. There is a restaurant here in Seattle that has stacks and stacks of bacon. I think I even took a picture of it once. Here's a bacon taco from Evan. Let's see if I can get it up here for you. Bacon Taco Tuesday. Now this is great because this is primal, right? Instead of having all that horrible corn and carbs, just make the shell out of crispy bacon. Oh man. That's pretty amazing. Here's one from Jonathan called Combat Beard. Combat Beard! I like it. Can't complain. Bacon Street, no exit. I don't know why there wouldn't be an exit because, well, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. That's just naughty. Let's see if I can find this video. Here it is. This is from John Gulbreth. And it says, Oxhorn Tribute, Take a Walk. It's 4 minutes long. I don't know if I can get through the whole thing, but I'll do my best, all right? So these are the opening scenes to all my movies. He's going through all of them. Wow. Wow, nicely done, good sir. Oh, I can't believe you found that one. I didn't know people knew where that existed. Wow. Oh, good. You've got some Scotch and smoke rings in there, too. Oh, interesting. So, yeah, my beard is getting longer over time. This is pretty great. great, man. I'm impressed. That's pretty great. That's right. See, I haven't watched some of these in so long. Yeah, that was Mortus with his hat off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that one, Ghoul Breath. You can watch the full video on our Scotch and Smoke Rings group on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/groups/Oxhorn, and I will, of course, admit you if you send a submission. I'm not going to go through it right now because it's 4 minutes and I don't want to take up too much time from the show because I have your questions to go through and we're already almost halfway through. But thank you for that, John. That was very nicely done. Arte Rose says, Oxhorn, will you allow us to see what all your tunes look like with the new character models? That's a good question. I'm just as curious as you. I have no idea what they're going to look like. Part of me is reluctant to, right? Because those characters established their identity with the old vanilla WoW character models, and they may kind of just lose their uniqueness. Like, in 5 years, if people are still playing World of Warcraft, which they very well may be, they'll probably have forgotten all about the old character models or what they looked like. And so it'll be interesting for them to go back and see my old movies to see what they look like. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure. Is that Gavin I hear? Asks Forsaken Rules. Ninja Vow says, I hear Gavin saying daddy. Yeah, he's running around in the other room. He comes up to this window and he bangs on it. And he's playing with Mama. He's having a good time with Mama. Autumn says after the new expansion you might be able to armory them and they would be updated. True. However, some of my characters don't actually exist. Who doesn't exist? They all exist. Wow, I really did make them all, didn't I? Well, the midget gnomes don't exist. That's all made in Model Viewer. Phineas and Hacky Bubwa don't exist. The Orcs in Space don't exist. That's all Model Viewer. But my major characters, they do exist. Yeah, Oxhorn, Staghorn, Mortus, and Associate Professor Evil all exist, so... Gorchuk doesn't exist, says Greg McLovin Hartung. Well, technically he does, because I modeled him after the real Gorchuk that appears in Orgrimmar, that appeared in Orgrimmar way back in 2006, 2007 during the Ankaraj event. I don't know if anyone remembers that. This was a long time ago. But that was his actual name. When you were doing all of those quests that I made fun of in Red Snappa, that was his name was Warlord Gorchuk, and you walked up to him and you turned in your quests. Of course, he was an event-based NPC, so he's probably gone now. Holy Cow Kill says, what about Thunk? Yeah, Thunk will be there because Thunk is just the basic ogre model. He's just the beige ogre model. Ghoulbreath says, oh, Oxhorn, on your website, Mr. Evil is listed as a main character, but Lieutenant Colonel Virtue is listed as a notable character. Why is that if they're the same person? Are they? Well, there are many people who haven't gone all the way through all my movies, right? So we don't want any spoilers. And so I listed him as a notable character in case somebody who happened upon my website and was doing research before getting through the entire story arc stumbled upon it, and I didn't want to spoil it for him. So, yeah. Ironbark says there's going to be a ton of new ogre models since we'll be introduced to their homeland in the next expansion. Well, then maybe I'll have to not update my game so that I can maintain a copy of the game as it was at the end of Wrath of the Lich King for the generations to enjoy. Jacob B says, let's just say that I've never seen Associate Professor Evil or Lieutenant Colonel Virtue in the same room. That's true, that's true. Kind of like Clark Kent and Superman. Autumn says, Oxhorn, I sent you a fan art of my cat watching your show, but I sent it too late today. Well, I'll be sure to see it for next week. I'm looking forward to showing it off like next week. Ninja Ball says, Mighty Mr. Oxhorn, I challenge you to a nice classic game of Hearthstone. Oh, that's right. I still have Hearthstone. Yeah, well, let's see. If the fans are up to it, I might be able to do that. Do I have you on my friends list in BattleNet? If not, I'll have to remove somebody. Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. Arteros says, what first inspired you to make inventing swear words? The lack of civility in Baron's chat inspired me to make inventing swear words. Because all people would do is use these acronyms, and they didn't know what they meant, and they just spewed forth profanities. And I'm like, look, there is more to the English language than 3- and 4-letter words. I'm sure many of you can class up your diction a little bit, and if you can't, here are some invented swear words that you can use in lieu of the real ones until you become classy enough to get above them. Greg Hartung says, it's likely that the new models will be tweaked and add in more emotion in the animations, so I'm sure the Tarn model will be more monstrous. I hope so. That would be really nice. Not that I have really anything against the Tarn model. It just looked a little cartoony to me, but, you know, I'd still be interested to see what it looked like. Oh, Autumn is saying that I need to post a link to the Scotch and Smoke Rings Facebook group. Yes, let me get a link. Now, I have to approve you, and I can't do that right now because I'm doing the show. But I will send you a link to it, and then I'll approve you later on. Actually, let's just... Alright. I'll approve you now. Let me log in. I wasn't logged into my Facebook account, so... Okay. Logged in, and who can I approve? Facebook always wants to know more information about me. It's kind of creepy. Where did you go to high school, Brandon? Whoa, you don't need to know that, Facebook. Sorry. Wow, I've got 13 group requests. I have been a bad group moderator. Alright, I'm going to add all. Confirm. There you go. Sorry. If you have been waiting for an invite for me to accept your application, my bad. There we go. All right. You should all be in there now. Shawarma says, Dirt, Washington. Somebody has read my fictional online bio. Ninja Val says, Oxhorn, I do not have you on battle.net friend list yet. Okay. Let me fix that for you. I'll go ahead and give you my BattleNet ID name, and then you can add me. I'm not going to play just yet, but we can play in a little bit, okay? All right, my... Whoa. My number is 1649 on BattleNet. And I guess I have to remove somebody. Last online, more than a month ago. Yes, I will remove you. Person. Okay, I can now accept invitations if you want to add me. Ninja of WoW. Lepidus says, speaking of which, Oxhorn, have you ever gotten around to recording your voice for the cameo role in the WoW Machinima I am working on with Greg? You are keeping me honest. I thank you for reminding me. I have forgotten. It's way down on the list in my inbox, but thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna try and get to that as soon as possible. ASAP. Greg, hey! Oh, Greg says, how could you? I'm sorry. I'm preoccupied with other things. You know? Alright, anyway, whenever I get your invitation in Joval, I'll accept it. ThunderGod91 says, Brandon, you also put out for artists, yes? I sent out a tweet a while ago asking for artists because I was looking for an illustrator for my blog and for novels that I'm working on. But I haven't found anyone yet. Ninja Val says, I sent it. I'm not getting anything. It says that I've got 99... I've got 10 out of 99 friends online. So I do have a spot open, and I don't see any requests from you. I'm number 1649. The name is Oxhorn. Yes, BlizzCon is over, holy cow. Sorry, Goobreath says BattleNet invites are so complicated. They really are. And yeah, I didn't go to BlizzCon this year. I really wanted to, but did not have the bandwidth, sadly. Esmer says that Oxhorn has 99 friends, but Ninja ain't one. Could almost put that to tune. William Moore asks, Dear Oxhorn, would you ever think about doing an anniversary movie? Well, I would love to, but I've stopped making movies for the reason that I can't with my job and my family. So that would have to change before I could make an anniversary movie. But I still would really love to. Alright, I'm trying to add yours. Alright, it says friend request sent. Let me know if you get it. Oxcon 2014 says cute little hardcore kitten. Maybe. Delanish is here. Pleasure to see you again, Delanish. Esmer says, when I become a millionaire, Oxhorn, I will spare some cash so you can go back into machinima. Why, thank you. I do appreciate it. 18 years later, the new Oxford Machinima. I'll watch it too, says Ironbark. Yeah, 18... I hope it doesn't take 18 years, but... Okay, I'm getting... sorry, I'm reading. It's hard for me to talk while reading. Yeah, I'm going to show off some fan art that was submitted. F and Mac submitted some, and Autumn submitted some. And he's not going to be here tomorrow, so... Or next week, so... this is from Marcus. Hi, Ox, F and Mac here. You know the one whom invented the Oxhorn diet. Just wondering which of these classy drinks are your favorite. By the way, I lost 20 kilos with the Oxhorn diet. Well, of course, I'm going to have to say the far left. The 30-year Glenfiddich is probably going to be infinitely more tasty than the 12-year, even though the 12-year is fantastic. So all of them good choices. It's hard to pick just one. And then Autumn shared this photo of her cat watching me. My cat watching Oxhorn with me, she says. Your cat has obvious good taste, I have to admit. So thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. Shwarma says Gavin won't watch his future movies. He'll be a wealthy foot model by then. Yeah, apparently. Delanish says, I'm a bit mad about this week. I'm hoping Oxhorn can cheer me up. Well, I hope I can too. I'm sorry you've had a rough week, but you've come to the right place. Welcome to Scotch and Smoke Rings. You know it's good when the smoke rings come out well. I'm right on target today. I've got good form. Sometimes I'm not on good form, but today I am. Baldock says, yeah, Gavin would be a shoo-in. Sorry about the Ninja Vow. I just submitted it, and I'm not... I see Gulbreath. I see Nathan, our good composer. And no one else is on. David, Greg, you're on. Jason, Joseph, and Lepidus, you're on. Tristan and Zach, you're on. That's all I've got on there. The Danman says, hey, Oxhorn, what's this I've heard about another bun in the oven? Well, I just am a big fan of bakery, so I've always got buns. Nah, it's true, that's true. My beautiful wife is pregnant with our second child. A little bun in the oven. We've only known for a few weeks now, so we're both really excited. Scrap is found says, what are we playing today? I'm trying to play Hearthstone with Ninja of WoW, but I'm unable to get him online, so I don't know what's going on. I may just try and play a random game, just so that you guys can see the game. So let me get it up for you all. Oh, there's Gavin. He says, "Duh, Gavin, don't get." See, do you see the curtain moving behind me? He's trying to get into the room. Oh, I'm being challenged on Hearthstone. Oh, I'm being challenged twice on Hearthstone. Okay, Greg, you caught me first. Greg, and then Gulbreath. All right. So propose a game. I'm sitting here in my my loading screen, ready to go. All right, let's get some music up here. All right. Feel free to challenge me, and I will do my best. Right. Hey, I'm waiting for your challenge, Greg. Nino Boss says, I'm from the DEA. We see some drug use at this video. Of course, I'm assuming, at least hoping, somebody from the DEA could understand the difference between the words at and in. Article use important, my friends. But sadly, but thankfully, this is not druggish. This is, in fact, a cigar. Cigars are not, at least according to American law, drugs. Yep. I have been challenged by Greg Hartung. Okay. Which character should I use? I'll go ahead and use my shaman. Mentally preparing. All right. William Moore says, I saw a short video the other day of a young fellow blowing smoke rings out of his nose. Obviously, he was using witchcraft because only Oxhorn has that great power. I'm not the best at blowing smoke rings out of my nose, I have to admit. So, yeah. Hey, I'm a cute little hardcore kitten is saving the day again. Thank you very much for banning people as necessary. Alright. Do your worst. DCAVXVI says, don't be watching Oxhorn's hand in the stream now, Greg. Cute little hardcore kitten says, only timeout on the first offense. Good call, old chap. Good call. And I trust Greg. He's not gonna look at my hand. He's not the cheating type. Lady Wolfie McSpots says, first time here. Pleasure to have you here, Lady Wolfie McSpots. We're having a good time. I am being challenged by Greg Hartung. He is here for some much needed revenge. So let's see if a bloodbath commences. Bottoms up. Oh, wait! Yes, I have to end my turn, don't I? I do this all the time. I just get distracted and I don't realize that I need to end my turn. Sorry about that, Greg. I'm just making him sit there and wait for me. Poor guy. Gillyfax says, Rufflemow. Good to see you, Oxhorn. The pleasure is all mine, good chap. Terror Wraith says, Oxhorn, do you use real money and buy card packs in Hearthstone? I don't, on principle. And that's just because I'm not the kind of player that likes to spend real money on digital goods. Now, my brother, whom you all know, does spend real money on games like this. And so he has purchased some pretty epic packs. But I've also gotten lucky. All I do is I'll do the quests, and I've gotten a few legendary cards and a number of nice rare cards. But they're not as nice as if I had purchased them. This really is the first game Blizzard has made that allows you to just buy your way out of it. Okay. What to do? What to do? There we go. KI6FHX, wow, people must really be running out of actual names, says quests. Indeed, every day they will give you a quest in Hearthstone, which is like win 5 games with such and such class, or defeat X number of minions, or so forth. And some of those are fun. Okay, oh, my minion has been... Oh, he silenced my minion! How could you silence my minion? That is just frustrating. Well, I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. Ironbark says, but as Total Biscuits shows, common cards if played well can beat an epic legendary deck, so it's pretty balanced all around. And yes, you're actually right. I mean, there are some epic cards in this game that are just ridiculous. But for the most part, even if you have a basic deck, as long as you play it well, you can do pretty good. Wow, what happened? Thunder God 91 says, "No, now go away, Arthur King. You and your silly kniggets." That's right. We do Monty Python references here at scotchandsmokerings.com. Williams says, "I'm still waiting for the first Uberleet class card. The demon-spawned reindeer from hell." Whoa! Nicely done there, good sir. Okay, what can I do to fix this? I could do that and really, really make you mad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, I'm sorry ahead of time. I know. That is rough stuff. Hold on a minute. What can I do? There we go. Delannish says they have a legendary that can turn creatures into squirrels. They should have turned them into red snapper. Just a little red snapper. Sergeant Scotch says, "I almost missed this. You got here just in time, good sir. We have some Hearthstone battles commencing." Oh no, and he brought out his taunt. Let's see, what is the best way for me to defeat it? I could do that, and then I could do that, which will do that. And then if I did that's alright, good game, good sir, good game. Well played indeed. We demand a shrubbery. Okay, now that we've started with the whole Monty Python thing, it's not going to stop, is it? It's kind of like watching someone else yawn. It really is contagious. All right, Greg, are we doing another one? I'll try my level 8 character just because I want to be fair. All right, I'm going to do my mage. This is my level 8 mage. I do not have a set of cards for this character, so here I am already making excuses for myself. Now, if I lose this, it's because Dreg is the superior player. He really is. Okay. You know what's funny is when I read you quoting Monty Python, I can't help but read it in the voice of the person saying it. Right? Like, I'm seeing you write this, and I'm like, "You will cut down the biggest tree in the forest with a herring." I can't help it. I am busy eating, says Oxhorn. What's your favorite Monty Python movie? Obviously, it's going to have to be The Search for the Holy Grail. I realize that is everybody's favorite movie, but it really is mine. And aside from that, I actually liked The Meaning of Life. I know there are many people who did not like the Meaning of Life. They thought it was a little too drawn out, but I thought it was funny. Okay, what can I do? Let's see. Boogle Boogle says, are you the guy that made the song Rafflemau? I am indeed. I did make the Rafflemau song. I am not ashamed. Oh, my guys. Don't hurt my guys. Bingo. Couldn't have timed that one better. Lady Wolfie McSpots says, I love that Rafflemouse song. I sing it to my hubby and then it gets stuck in his head and then he hates me for it. Well, you can give your husband my apologies. I'm sure that I am to blame for that. Tank Dog Guy says, finish Into the Tin, please. I'm really glad you said that. I did kind of leave that movie as a bit of a cliffhanger. But I did that intentionally, and I don't mean to keep you guys lingering, but... But someday I would love to. I really, really would. Smoke rings. Whoa! Oh, I almost got that one right onto the camera. Did you see that? No, you probably did, of course, because you're staring right at the camera, but... All right. Thank you for that one, Greg. That's right, they're stealthed. Nino Boss asks, do you watch The Walking Dead? I don't have television, so I don't see The Walking Dead. I have Netflix, so every now and then I'll try and see anything that manages to come on Netflix. Oh, nicely played, Greg. Ouch, that was painful. Oh, man. Way to go. Well done, my friend. I am hurting here. All right, I'm focusing. I'm concentrating. Autumn says, when they come out with the Warcraft movie, do you think you'll go see it? Oh, absolutely. I will. I have been waiting for the Warcraft movie for a very long time. Of course, I'm not getting my hopes up because, I mean, how long has it taken them to get this movie out? They announced this movie back in like 2007, and they're still working on it. So I don't know. I do hope that it happens, but I'm not holding my breath. PC Scuzzy says, it's been a long time since Silverhand. Good, sir. It is good to see you here. Were you on Silverhand? That's where I was as well. Okay, Greg, how many of those cards do you have? All right, this is starting to get ridiculous. OMG. Oh, he's tearing me up. This guy is winning, folks. I have 8 health, and he has 19. Arnbark says the movie panel gave me hope. The director plays the game and has a passion for showing both sides, both Alliance and Horde. Wow, I'm impressed. So I didn't have the luxury of seeing that panel, so I'm glad that you can report back to us. Oh no! 2 more turns and I'm done! Oh gosh. Alright, doing my best here, but this guy, he's tearing me to pieces. Ah! Okay. And I'm done. That's it. I lose. Oxhorn loses. Oh, rough stuff. Wait. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Back from the dead, ladies and gentlemen. Oxhorn is not quite out of the picture. What else have you got, my friend? What else have you got? Oh, man. I can't believe this. Really sorry about this, Greg, but I do know a little bit about math. And ouch. Oh! Oh, I had 2 health. I deserved to die. Oh, Greg, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I should not be laughing this much. That was cruel and unusual. Oh, I know. I'm a big jerk. What can I say? I'm just... Greg, my apologies. My apologies. This isn't that funny. Should not be laughing as much as I am. Well, sir, do you want to try once more? I'm up for one more, and you can get your revenge. It's up to you, my friend. I'm going to use my mage again, right? Just so that the likelihood of me getting that really awesome card that made me immune. Alright, here we go. Even though I do feel bad, I'm still not going to hold back. I will give you all my all. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? Nothing. I can do nothing. Yeah, I know. I'm not the nicest guy. Okay. I am busy eating says, see you later. Well, pleasure to have had you here. Eating is a very good pastime, so enjoy yourself. Pleasure to have you, Thunder God. Jacob says, nice job on the video, very well put together. Why, thank you, good sir. Ouch, how did you do that? Oh, you got one of those, those are rough. Greg, ow. Well, I guess I can do that. I didn't get a very good deck of cards this time. Anthony is in the chat. He says, "Hi, first time I could catch your stream. How are you, good sir? I'm doing very well. Glad to have you here. We're actually going over. We usually end at 8, but this is an extra long episode, so pleasure to have you in the chat today." Oh, man, you're not even holding back. I think I made him angry. Shoot. All right, what can I do? What can I do? Gonna make him make a tough choice. Who else is drinking scotch with me, says Anthony. I am. Cheers and bottoms up, good sir. Cute little hardcore kitten says it gets interesting when they start messaging me. Oh. Do the people you ban message you a lot? Gosh, how is he doing this? Oh. Not cool, not cool.
What to do?
Yes, I'll do that. FN Mac asks, I've been dying to ask you, Oxhorn, what is your opinion on pro wrestling? Well, even when I was a kid, I was not much of a fan. Not that people who are fans are necessarily lacking in taste. I of course, would never say something like that, but it's just not my personal cup of tea. Because it's obviously fake, right? You do know it's fake. When I was a kid, all my friends kept on telling me that pro wrestling is real, but no. No. See, these hunters are powerful because they've got this 2 damage spell that they can use every single time. Alright, FN Mac asks, I just wanted to ask because I'm going on WrestleMania, and yes, I know it's fake. Okay, good. I'm glad you know it's fake. There are some people who will argue that it's not, but well, congratulations on going on WrestleMania. I hope to see you there. Uh-oh, he's got a secret. Oh, really? My friend, that is lame. Alright, fine. That stinks. Ah. Okay, that's good.
Your magic shall not save you.
Oh no! Man, he's just got a good deck. He's got a good deck on me right now. But he is down to 1 card. But then again, I'm down to 1 life. So, let's see.
Ready for this? Bring it on.
Uh-oh.
Someone called for the doctor.
Wait a minute. What?
Someone called for the
No, that was supposed to work on... What? I don't understand how that happened. Holy cow, Kill says, Ox, why you sacrificed me? I'm sorry. Did not mean... Oh. I'm done. There's no way I can live through this. Ah, this is just rough stuff.
Don't blink. Ready for this?
And I'm done. Alright, alright. It was bound to happen sometime. And there we go. Oh, my death at last. Well, nicely done, Greg. Congratulations, you have bested me in a game of might. Ninja Bob says, Oxhorn, what's your ID number again? It's 1649. 1649. Greg says, victory at long last. Congratulations, good sir. Where did Ghoulbreath go? Did he have to leave? Oh, I'm sorry if he had to leave. I know that he was up next. And for some reason, Ninja, well, I'm not getting your invite, so I can't, I tried adding you and it's not working. Alright, well, I might as well do the smoke ship right now. And if I get another invite, then I'll of course play a game. But I'll do the smoke ship so that those who need to go can. Because I know that you all create your calendars and schedules based upon whether or not I do a smoke ship. Alright, so smoke ship ideas, ladies and gentlemen. What is on your mind? I will do my very best to create a tapestry of beauty made out of nothing but smoke right before your very eyes. Give me your ideas and I will try to paint on the canvas of air with nothing but my Cheeks. What? Shawarma says still have to wear the Ryuko cosplay, Greg? Oh, that's right. Is that the photo that he gave us the other day of his character? That's right. I remember that. I am busy eating, says a Zeppelin, created entirely from bacon, flying on an ocean of Scotch. Well, nicely done. William Morse says Oxhorn, Staghorn, and Mortus building giant Scotch-fueled mech suits to go siege Darnassus to save Lacey Thunk, the diversity robots. Wow, I haven't heard those mentioned in a while. And the master of euphemisms and all of the dead cowboys from the evil hipster elves. Nicely done. TSM Anthony says you will be flying on a ship made of nothing but bacon, wearing bacon suspenders and a classy bacon top hat. Your cigar, instead of making smoke rings, makes bacon rings. I am sensing a theme here. Holy Cow Kill says Ox and Greg in an epic battle in an arena of turkeys, while Gavin runs away with Kevin and some eggs, and Ninja of WoW try his best to be in the next battle. You know, if Gavin did ever run away, it would probably be with bacon and eggs. He loves bacon and eggs. We chopped him up some breakfast, right? We had some peas and some carrots, and then some bacon in there. He picked out all the bacon. He's my son. Just saying. Autumn says, Oxhorn on a ship made out of hickory smoked bacon, sailing on a maple syrup ocean and imagining a day when he gets $1 million so he can return to WoW and enjoy Warlords of Draenor. That's what it would take. That's what it would take. Delanish says, Oxhorn riding on the smoke ship with the new Warcraft models with awesome epicness, being a guest to rock out with Epic Tauren Chieftain Band, with the Mighty Morphin Midget Gnomes as backup singing Ladies That Will Be Punted after the show. With backup singing, Ladies That Will Be Punted after the show. Nicely done. What? TMS Anthony, this is a child-friendly show. I will not warn you again. Esmer says, Goldbreath treating Ox to a night filled with Scotch, bacon, pecan pie, and fine cigars, while listening to Frank Sinatra as gnomes are being punted off into the Great Forge with the new skin renders. I like that. Shawarma gave us a ship in Danish? Norwegian? German? I don't know. Sorry, I can't read that one. That's crazy. Autumn says, Oxhorn on a ship made out of hickory smoked bacon, sailing on a maple syrup ocean. And I just read that one. Oh, Autumn says that Ghoul said that he had to go, but he shall battle you next week. Okay. Makes sense. German. Right. I knew that was German. I called it. All right. All right, let me pick one. These are all really good. All right, here's one. 1,000-year-old, age-hardened maple bacon-flavored Scotch, with Greg Hartung forced to perform insert humiliating act here for Oxhorn's entertainment for slaughtering him in countless card games while chanting. Monty Python quotes. All right, Greg, since you defeated me finally, this is cause for celebration. I'm going to go ahead and do Greg's smoke ship. They were all fantastic. Thank you very much for your ideas. Greg McLevin Hartung, it's time for your smoke ship. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. If you blink, you will miss it. Whoa! My goodness. I hope you caught that. If you blinked, you missed it. But for the briefest of moments before your very eyes, painted in smoke was nothing But 1,000-year-old age-hardened maple bacon-flavored Scotch with Greg Hartung forced to perform a very humiliating function, probably cosplaying as a night elf. For Oxhorn's entertainment, after I slaughtered him in countless card games, while chanting Monty Python quotes. I mean, he slaughtered me in countless card games. Right, that's the fictional narrative we're creating. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, plus Monty Python quotes. I like that one very much. Thank you for that one, Greg Hartung. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and end the program. I'm going to end the program, then I'm going to run off and take care of some business. And then I'll be back to play a game or so with whoever's left, all right? Because I've got a few more games left in me, I think. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Tune in next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel, for episode 226. Until then, it is Oxhorn bidding you adieu and hoping that you will all stay classy.